Hey guys, we are on that time again. An update on how I'm doing on Steve's Laboratory Gym. That's my old lady. She wants to come out and play now. Please don't. I'll be right back. And we're back. I'm gonna keep up this on the episode because I'm just gonna. So I have here the list of all the books that Steve talked about in the last 10 days, today included. So yeah, let's see how I did. As always, the links for Steve's videos will be on the description. This is my thoughts about the books, not just... So if you want like a more in-depth recommendation made by someone that actually knows what it's doing, you go check the videos. It will be chronological and all of that thing. Now, let's go to the thingy. Day 21. It was 1066, The Year of Three Battles by Frank McLean. I could not find this for anything. I could find other Frank McLean books, and yeah, this one, couldn't find it. It's now on my want to read list. Day 22, The Literary Critics by George Watson. This was a DNF for me. Not because it's a bad book, not because it's badly written, but because I couldn't understand most of the things that it was saying. I'm still not to that level where I can actually read the book and understand. I mean, I could understand some of the names that were popping up, but most of them, oh hell no. Oh hell no, I could not. So yeah, it's on the DNF. As you guys might know, on my DNFs are not, how to say, it's not forever. I revisited them, so in the future, when I think I could understand the book, I may try it again. Day 23, The City and the City by Shannon Melville. I read it. It was a 3-star for me. I like the fact that on this book there are two cities that basically coexist on the same physical space, but I didn't quite enjoy the story that much. I think what I enjoyed from the book was just seeing how people lived on the city, and I think part of it was Steve said the same, that it didn't. The end was a little bit because it was. But yeah, the fun part of this book is seeing how people go around living on this, because it's more a murder mystery. There is a girl that is found dead on one of the cities, and they discover that she belongs to the other city. So there's like lots of rules that they have to go around and try to work around to see what is happening. And I was expecting something like big at the end, and it was just like, okay, could have been a little bit more da-na-na, but it wasn't. So day 24 was Warm Music by Christopher Lodge. I literally just passed it. I mean, again, the books that I passed, it's books that I know that I couldn't understand it, more than like not having an interest. I know I will not understand it, and this is like one reinterpretation of the Iliad. I haven't yet read the Iliad. I'm still not got properly into Homer, so I passed it because I wouldn't get anything from it. Day 25, it was one that fell on the weekend that I did that mini vlog thingy. It's I never know if I'm saying this right, because I'm probably saying this wrong, but let's just go with it. As Shropshire Lad by A. Husman, 4 stars. Was poem collection about lads basically going into war. Was really dramatic, but if we think of it like in the World War One space where soldiers actually had that book, and like mothers and wives also read that, it pushed you into like the headspace that people were. So yeah, it was an interesting one. I mean, if it wasn't for the contextual or the temporal, if it wasn't because of the war, if it wasn't something that happened during the war, it would be a little bit too much, a little bit too much sentimentality and all of that. But since this book happened and then World War One happened, and yeah, it makes sense if you guys know what I mean. Day 26 is Killer by David Drake, also read, also 4 stars, really enjoyed it. This is basically it's almost Alien versus Predator, but in like ancient Rome. There is alien type being in ancient Rome that the Romans want to use it in the Colosseum, but it escaped and they are trying to find it. And at the same time, you have another race of aliens that want to capture or eliminate that thing that's on Earth because it's really dangerous, and if left loose could just kill everyone in the planet. So they send one of their own to find it and kill it, and it's just great fun. It's one of those books that you read just for the giggles and for the action and the blood and the gore and what the hell is going on. Basically, that type of book. So really nice. Day 27 was Murdering by Dyliswen. Not sure if I said that right either. This was a DNF. Again, there is a reason for this DNF. This book is literally like a compilation of facts and information about the mysteries and murder mysteries and all of that. Thing is, that's one of the genres that I read less because I'm more extremely picky on that genre. I should, for Mystery Madness, I should do a video about how picky I am and see if anybody has this problem too. Anyway, since I'm so picky, I have read a few, but not enough mysteries or murder mysteries or police procedural books, and I did know like most of the facts that were talked about, like the information, the people. Some of them I didn't know, and it was just like I was just reading for the sake of reading. I, at the moment, do not love the genres enough to appreciate the book. That's basically it. So I just DNF'd that, and probably when I get more into mysteries and find the exact genre that I like, I can appreciate this book more. Next is Day 28, Commonplace book by E.M. Foster. So E.M. Foster's commonplace book where you just write little things. This is on my want to read. I can't find it online. It is online. It is on Open Library. But I don't know enough of E.M. Foster's yet to fully appreciate this. Now, it is on my want to read because I really want to know more about him. I feel like I think I already read 2 books of him and like watched a video talking about his life or something. So I need to know more to fully appreciate this. I need to read the biography, maybe invest more time on the rest of E.M. Foster's work because I love the ones I read. I've heard great things about the rest, so I mean, it's a thing that I want to do. And Day 29 is A Sloth in the Family by Herman Thriller. Read it, enjoyed it. This is one of those books that I like, but at the same time makes me want to slap people because this is a book about a family that got a sloth and had it as a pet, and it's like informations about sloths, about what they do, what they are, how they go about life, and the experience of living with a sloth. Now, I am one of those people that do not like, I do not like the idea of people having exotic pets, or just having all of the animals as pets. That makes me want to slap people a little bit. That said, when that happened, because it usually does, if there is a book, I do enjoy reading them because it gives us more information about the animals themselves. You learn always a little bit more by living with them, of course. And I like, I think Steve said the same. I like how people usually get to this with, independent of the animal that they choose to live with, usually end up in the same conclusion that animals are all persons, are all people. I mean, just a different kind of people that lives in a different way, but it's basically the same as us, just probably with a little bit more fur or feathers or scales or something. So I like that part, though. Like, one thing is slut and just slut. Sloth. This word is so tricky. Please God, let me not have said slut from every time I wanted to say slut. If I did, it wouldn't be the first time probably, and anyway. You guys know what I mean. I've rambled enough. The last day, day 30, it's the day that I'm filming this. You probably, guys, when you guys be seeing this will be the next day, but anyway, day 30, the last day for this update, is The Life of Shakespeare by Nicolas. As we stand now, I have not yet read this one, but I will be reading it. I'm not going to be reading the same edition that Steve showed. I got on the Gutenberg project, and that's fine, right? It doesn't really need to be the same edition, right? I mean, it would be a little bit crazy if it has to be the same edition. So yeah, that's gonna be read later today. It's just 50 pages, I think, more or less. And I have planned today a very chill evening of books and snuggling with cats. So that's gonna happen. Now we are basically a month in this library tour of doom, and I'm happy to say that I'm not doing that bad. There were 6-7 books that I couldn't find it, so I wanted to read them, but I couldn't get to them. I mean, I said, guys, I'm not going to be spending any money on this on this challenge, because I can't. Not even cheap secondhand books, unless it's something that I really want. So 6, 7, that means that 23 books were actually the ones that I could have read, and from those 23, I have read 14. So it's not bad, and plus I DNF'd other 4, so I actually tried 18 from 24. It just gets better and better, meaning that I'm passing or waiting on other 6 books or something. Anyway, I have read, like, as I said, 14, but I will be reading 15 soon, because I will be doing Shogun really soon. So yeah, not doing bad. I'm actually amazed on how good this is going. So yeah, this is all for now, guys. Bye.